Good morning. I'm just out on my new bike today and I'm doing a little tester overnight ride. So right now I'm on the Leeds-Liverpool Canal heading towards Leeds for about 10 miles or so, and then after that heading between Doncaster and Selby to a little campsite to stay overnight. So I'm fully laden, got the tent and everything. So I've tried to pick a route that is nice and flat, so there's virtually no elevation on this route at all. But yeah, so that's the plan, so we'll see how we get on. Yeah, so slightly overcast this morning, forecast to be about 20, maybe the odd shower, but yesterday was really hot. So a bit cooler today. I think it got up to about 30, 31 maybe yesterday, so much cooler today, much better. So made it to Leeds dock. Here's the Royal Armouries. So it's just a pretty straightforward cycle ride from the Leeds-Liverpool Canal out this way. So far is good. I know the bit where I kind of cycle and branch off to York, but I don't know the next bit as well. Oh, there's the Leeds water taxi just coming down there. So yeah, I'm going to stop for a coffee around here I think, and then see what the next bit's like. Okay, so come through Leeds, just about to join the Transpennine Trail now. So far so good. This is just the start of the Transpennine Trail, just coming across the bridge, crossing over the Aire here. I don't know whether you can see that, but there's a cormorant down there just drying its wings just on the rock. One of the things I've not learned how to do with this new camera is zoom in, so I'm sorry. You'll just have to have a look at that speck that's down there on the water. But yeah, I thought what I'd do is just talk through the new bike for a second. So it's a Sonder Camino aluminium. Titanium would have been nice, but that was an extra 500 quid. So this is the first time that I've ridden it fully laden. So just wanted to tell you a couple of things about it. I've gone for tubeless because with my last bike I just had so many punctures on my gravel bike, it was ridiculous. I just had so many, so I'm having a go with tubeless on this trip. And I've gone for Brooks saddle. So I've got this Brooks is B17, I can't remember. So yeah, so I've got a Brooks saddle, which we'll see how I get on with that. I've always wanted one, and this was the ideal opportunity. Yeah, it's quite the gears. It's got quite a lot of gears. You can't really see it from that angle, but I think it's got into the 1140 or something. I don't really understand gears very well, but it's got a single chain ring. Yeah, so giving a go with that, and then Brooks bar tape on the front. So I think those are the major kind of upgrades that I went for. So it's just a ride out and a stay overnight, and then a ride back. So some of the things I'm finding sort of straight away is that this saddlebag at the front was actually rubbing on the wheel as soon as I set off this morning, so I've had to strap it up with a bungee. So it's either the most elegant solution, so that's one on the to-do list there to actually have a look at. But yeah, so that's a quick look, see how we get on. One thing that really tricked me is I've never ridden a bike with this single chain ring. So it's got the up and down shifter is the same lever here. So you just press it once to go up a gear, and then you press it again but press it further to go down a gear. So the first time I went out, I couldn't work out to go down a gear, so I was quite stuck to start with. But yeah, so every day's a school day, and yeah, so we'll just ride on from here and see how we get on. Just crisscross the River Aire again and Transpennine Trails down here. So not the most fun bits of cycling infrastructure, especially not with a laden bike, but I can see a lot of riders having an issue with this. The other side was great, because the other side it was a path that just had a smooth gradient that zigzagged around and then came over. I'm not going to film this bit. If the video stops here, you know I didn't get down. Hiya. It's the River Calder, just coming towards Castleford now. We've been traffic free most of the way, briefly joined a road, just been through Methley, just had something to eat at a pub, very nice. Continuing along this, I assume it was like a coal, a wagon way for, or a goods coal line. But yeah, just going along this way now towards Castleford and then out the other side. Well, just about there, I hope. It's yeah, thanks Commute. Sent me on the A19 on a main road, and then the route I was supposed to go on the other side didn't exist. So I've sort of picked my way with a combination of Google Maps and Commute rerouting, and then hopefully I'm just about to get there. I think this is just the last little bit, coming to the campsite round here, I hope. So I think this is the River Went, very small, and then there's a sign just in there for the National Cycle Network, and then should be there. Okay, so finally got here. Met a site called Tents on the Went, and as the name suggests, it's right next to the River Went. So we've come in. I'm actually the only person staying here. I mean, it's a Tuesday and it's not school holiday, so that's kind of to be expected. Yeah, so I've set the tent up. This little Van Gogh tent that I've got. Please excuse all the mess. I'll get all that tidied up in a bit. Yeah, so still kind of finding out my way how to set up this tent and what to do. Please don't judge me, it's awful. I know the way that I've set it up. Yeah, so it's a lovely little site right next to the River Went. I'm in a Facebook group called Cycle Camping, and they have a Google map with all these sites, and I think it's got to be below £16 a night. You can just turn up, and it's got to be some of them have a special rate for cycles, and it's really good. And so I thought I'd do this one because it's a decent ride out and back from where I live. I think it's supposed to be 39 miles, but the route, oh my goodness me, Commute really let me down, because it sent me over, I'll just move you away a bit, it sent me over the A19, which is like a really busy route. So yeah, it sent me over the route. Hang on, I'm just going to sit down. I've got this fantastic, I love this, it's this just this little thing, folds down to nothing, but it supports your back, so I can sit down here and my back is supported. It's great. So yeah, Commute sent me down to the A19. I was supposed to just cross over and then take a track on the other side, and when I got to the other side, it was somebody's driveway, so there was no track. So I had a bit of a think, and I had to go back down the A19 for another mile, and then find my way onto a road that ran parallel to the one that I wanted. But you know, it's not ideal going alongside big lorries and cars on a 60-mile-an-hour road. Not ideal at all, and not fun. You know, I mean, when you consider the rest of this ride, it's been, so much of this ride has been traffic free, and then to have that right near the end, you know, like 3 or 4 miles before the end, was not great. So yeah, but we got here. I got here in the end, so I'm just gonna have a shower and then decide whether I'm going to eat me fire pot meal or whether I'm going to go to the pub. There's a pub about a 4-minute cycle away, so, or a 15-minute walk, but I might cycle. Just get something to eat at the pub, but have a shower first. And yeah, it's a lovely, like I say, it's a lovely site. I'm just conscious of the fact that there's water. I'm next to a river, and then there's a pond as well, so I want to get everything in the tent and get the fly screen up, so I don't want to get bitten later on. But yeah, so £12 a night, let's see what it's like. Just on the way back now. Just started raining in the night, and then stopped just as I was packing away, so a little bit of a wet set off this morning, and it's sort of damp and been raining, so it's just a bit steamy at the minute, quite humid. So I've just got to follow in this path, then back to the road, and then going to follow the roads back to Darrington, and then pick up the trail there. Okay, so I'll see you later. Just on this cycle path between Darrington and Pontefract now. I could go on the road, but I'm just taking it easy. I just fancy a bit of a poodle on this bit. As you may have heard from that. Oh, for goodness sake. When I pull the brakes on, might be because the new brakes, sorry about that, lost you a bit then, but when I pull the brakes on, they make a terrible squealing noise, but worse than that, it sets off this Garmin alarm that says that I've had an accident. So yeah, that's twice that's happened now. Looks like I'm just heading into a bit more rain. It's just drizzle, just starting up, cars with headlights on. So yeah, this drops us into Pontefract. Got to go through Pontefract and a place called North Featherstone, and then just at the outskirts of Castleford pick up the cycle path again, so I might join you then. Phew, well, I'm just coming towards Methley now. I've picked up this greenway again. The last time I spoke to you, I think it looked like it was going to start drizzling. Well, it absolutely hammered it down. It's so strange because with Monday it was like 30 degrees, so it was so hot, and luckily I brought all the waterproofs, but wow, it really came down. I'm pleased so far because I've extended my knowledge that I can get from home to as far as Castleford and the M62, potentially the A1 if you go to Darrington, on mainly on traffic-free paths. So yeah, I'm quite pleased at that. So I'm just going to head towards Methley and then try to find a cafe. There was a cafe that I wanted to go to yesterday, but it was closed on Tuesday, so I'm hoping it's open on Wednesday. I can actually see blue sky up there, so I'm not sure how much battery life I've got, but I'll keep trying to keep you updated, and I'm on my way to a cafe. Right then, let's see how we get on this time. Going up, not too bad. The panniers keep getting stuck on the side, and it weighs quite a lot, but got there. Right, next bit, wind's kicking up, got a bit of a headwind now into Leeds. Just got into Leeds now. This is just the Royal Armouries on the left. Obviously the River Air. So at the moment this is the Transpennine Trail that we're on. You can actually get a water taxi. I think I saw it on the way down, didn't I? A water taxi that takes you from Leeds station to the wharf where the Royal Armouries is. Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward here. We just follow the river and cross over and then join the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. But I think I'm going to have a pint before I go and do the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Just on the last bit now. I hope you can hear me. Absolutely. This headwind is unbelievable. I've had this right from Leeds, I think. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a slog really, this last bit. Yeah, so if you've made it this far, thanks. I've just got a few more miles to go and then climb up a hill and then back home. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully see you on another one.